Hey everyone, I wanted to do a book walk this week for the Eagle Mountain Arts Alliance, but it is too frozen outside. So I decided instead that I will read my book for today instead. So this is called Sammy the Christmas Elf, but um, as you all know, there's a whole bunch of different kinds of elves out there, and Sammy doesn't want to be a Santa's elf anymore. He wants to be something else. So we're gonna start reading. Okay. Sammy, the elf, didn't want to make Christmas toys anymore. Every year he did the same thing: make a toy, wrap it up, and start all over again. But this year would be different. While all the other elves were building wooden sleighs, he made himself a bow and some arrows. The other elves ran off to lunch, but Sammy ran outside to try his new bow. He made himself a target out of the snow. He tried and finally hit the bullseye. That night, while Santa finished getting ready to leave, Sammy tied Christmas lights onto the sleigh so he could get a ride to join the warrior elves. It was time to go fight the bad guys. Sammy watched as Santa dropped off toys to all the boys and girls. He was happy he brought warm clothes because it was cold outside. When Santa got to the land of the elves, Sammy hopped down from the string of lights, excited to learn how to fight. At first, the other elves weren't nice to him because he was a North Pole elf, but he didn't care. Sammy showed them how well he could hit the target, and they no longer cared that he was much shorter than them or that he used to make toys. He taught the other elves how to make their bows, arrows, and swords, and they made him their new captain. Sammy was so excited. When Christmas came around again, Sammy was happy that he could play with his new friends instead of building all those toys. But on Christmas Eve, Sammy got a call on elf radio. Polar bears were attacking the North Pole. Sammy couldn't let that happen. He snapped his fingers, and Santa came to transport him back to the North Pole. There were polar bears everywhere. Sammy jumped out of the sleigh and called to the elves to help out. They fought with teddy bears, wooden swords, and any other toys they could find. Soon they scared the polar bears away. The elves cheered for Sammy and lifted him up on their shoulders. Sammy taught Santa's other elves how to fight with a bow, and the polar bears never bothered them again. The end. Thanks for joining me. I hope you have a good Christmas. Thanks.